Hey butterflies, welcome back to Evolving Butterfly with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes here on the channel. It's always appreciated. And a major shout out to all the channel members as well as the members over on my website. Thank you for your continuous support, poop poops. So we are getting into our grandfather ancestor message. So where this message came from, I have been feeling grandfather energy all like morning, right? And so while I was getting ready, I was talking to, my grandfather about something energetically. And all of a sudden I heard him respond back with, you can do what you want to do, just be prepared for the outcome. And let me go back because I end up writing a note. The battery's dying. I'm gonna have to plug the phone up. Hold on. Not the battery dying. Okay. Symbolism. Okay. All right. So it's all up to you at the end of the day. Know that you have to do what is needed in order to maintain whatever you decide to do. And so after that happened, energetically, I felt like other grandfathers come around him in this energy. And then I felt spirit say, this is a collective grandfather ancestor message. It's like a collective meeting of the grandfathers. And I started to feel this energy of a grandfather who had a lot of temptations. They had a lot of temptations where they had to make decisions on whether they were going to do the right thing or whether they were going to choose to do something different and honor their flesh. And it's giving an energy of whatever you decide to do in life, be prepared for whatever those consequences are. If you want to dance in the dark, then be prepared what comes with dancing in the dark. Sometimes you're going to fall. You might bump into some shit. Okay, but then also knowing that light is not the natural thing. Light is response to dark. So light cannot exist without darkness because its existence depends on the darkness. Even in the stories of creation, the higher power had to create light. It wasn't the natural thing. It didn't say the higher power created dark, right? And so when we talk about the love and light energy, it's like it's false if we just focus on that. We have to have a good balance between both, but know that when you are in your dark, be prepared for what may come with it. So I'm speaking to someone's grandfather who used to have a history of like drinking or something. It's heavy 8th house energy, whether they were Scorpio or like their Venus was in their 8th house, 2nd house, 3rd house. I just feel someone, they indulged, their Neptune may have been conjunct with their Venus. Like, I'm getting a sense of someone who indulged in things sometimes and they had to live with the consequences of it. They did some repenting, okay? But it didn't make them a bad person, though. Let me get my cards. Actually, I'm going to start with the signs. We're going to get 6 zodiac signs out for the sun, moon, rising, and north nodes. Take them as they resonate, okay? We're going to do a sloppy shuffle, and whatever signs come out with the sloppy shuffle. If I don't have at least 6 signs in the sloppy shuffle, I'm going to take the houses that come out. I'm not going to take the planets, just the houses. Ooh, almost done with the sloppy shuffle. Okay, let's see if any signs came out first. Taurus. Capricorn. I was feeling hella Capricorn. Leo. Gemini. And then we have 3 houses, which was Capricorn, Aries, and then Gemini. Okay. That was only 5 signs. So, okay, the first sign that comes up will be the next one, Aquarius. So take it as it resonates, okay? But I'm feeling this energy heavily from a grandfather who made mistakes in their lifetime that they had to repent from and learn from. And they want you to know that in this thing of life, like, you have the option to do what you're gonna do. You know, you have the option to do what you're gonna do. The choice is going to be yours. It's gonna be yours. But whatever it is that you choose to do, be prepared to be with the consequences of those choices. You know, you got to be prepared to live with the consequences. And that's the part that a lot of people sometimes have a hard time with, is living with the consequences of those actions. Yeah, you got Temperance that's coming out, and Temperance comes after death. So whatever happens, so if you choose to end something, 555 on the time, whatever is changing, whatever happened. So if something, and then 14 deduces down to a 5. And 5 is also a sense of conflict, right? So this is giving a sense of after the death of something or someone, or the ending of something, okay? How do you manage it? How do you work through it? How do you manage and work through it? Eight of Scarabs is giving a sense of a building energy, a building up. You're learning a new craft. You want to learn a new craft. You want to learn a new craft. That's what this is. You want to end something and get into something new, something different. And this grandfather energy is saying, just be prepared to, if you're going to do it, be prepared to put 100% in. Like, if you're going to do it, go all in. You don't have time to be halfway. You don't have time to be halfway, Pooh. You don't. You don't. Not with this Temperance and this Eight of Scarabs coming out. No, ma'am. Warrior of Ankhs. Okay, this is giving a sense of watch out now. It's the little one, and I'm not by wow. Okay. But it's giving a vibe of like watching out for jumping into something just because it looks good, right? So it's just giving a vibe of, don't be in it with the superficiality. Either you're going to be about it, you know what I'm saying? Or be out. Either you're going to be about it or you're going to be out. And that's just the energy, and that's just the vibe. Just know that whatever you choose to do, you have to live with that decision, right? But know that it'll work out for you too, though. Whatever that decision is, it will work out for you. Everything works in alignment. Everything. I want to go to another deck. Whatever you do, reject what doesn't align. Reject what doesn't align. Okay? 4 baskets came out. Reject what doesn't align. Reject anything that tries to sway your emotions or your feelings and to get you off track. You have the 2 of Sticks that's coming out with the Mother of Sticks. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. As you're preparing on like this journey, because seeing these trees and this bird on her hand that she's talking to, and then she has feathers in her headdress, is giving me an energy of connecting more with birds, or you may have been being connected more with birds. You may have listened to the video that I did actually on the connection with birds. If you haven't, you may want to go listen to it. But with these trees and then seeing the birds, and it makes me think of someone that made a comment one recently saying that like their neighbor cut down trees, and when they cut down the trees, the birds that used to come visit them stopped coming. And I don't think humans realize how we can sometimes break the transmission of communication. So the cutting down of trees is very symbolic for how humans are currently kind of coming in and breaking away our true connection with like the spiritual realm and our ancestors and the messages from the other side. It's like the connection between here and the other side is being halted. Something is trying to intercept the communication, to halt it, to stop it, to confuse it. Is making me think about the Aries reading that I just did. If you have Aries in your chart anywhere, make sure you listen to that under the live tab. But this is giving a very confusing energy that could potentially come in, and just what's going on with the trees. And lately I've been getting a lot of energy where I've been sensing and feeling the trees. And so I live around a lot of trees and I love it. You know, birds are always, you know, I love it. Everywhere I walk, I love going to the park, right? So if you don't have trees near your home, you need to go out somewhere else to be around trees, because that's where you're going to find yourself getting more messages as more birds and things of that nature get invited to you. Animals in general. I'm hearing turtles also. Something about a turtle, you know. I have felt spirit say pet turtle, but then I also felt spirit say make sure this is a pet turtle that if it's living in quote like captivity, it's not a sense of like captivity, but like it's saving or something. Like, I don't know, I'm getting a sense of them needing their freedom, because it makes me think of when I walk by and see the turtles out on the log sunbathing. and they be just so cool though. They be laid out there so cool, just sunbathing. Like some of them be out there sunbathing so motherfucking long that their whole back is ashy as fudge. Oh, I'm sorry, granddaddy. Let me wash my mouth. It be just as fudge. Like it be a whole mess. More trees, save the nature, get more connected to nature for more messages. Block out any interceptions. This is what it is. You need to block out any interceptions with this 4 baskets. Any type of interceptions that may be trying to come in to like get in the way of your current reception of what's going on around you is giving me a sense of like Bluetooth, for example. I've been channeling a lot of Bluetooth energy, getting in the way of those who are chosen, who channel energy, and how that Bluetooth energy is like intercepting messages, like similar to, you know, how they have like astral travel, astral projecting, things of that nature, right? I'm getting the energy of the Bluetooth being able to astral travel or send messages through the waves to the brain while you sleep. Yep. 5 of Knives, miscommunication, getting in the way of communication, intercepting communication. This is slick communication. Can't get away from this. Can't get away from that. That's confirmation. Can't get away from that. I don't like this. Yeah, 5 of baskets. I don't like this. And grandfather energy is saying the same thing. You need to stay focused. Watch what you take in. Go into nature. Get out the slumps. Get out the... Some of y'all may have been tapping into the dark too much. Okay, is what I'm getting to. So with you tapping into the dark too much, it's kind of like some people who own the dark. Okay, not everyone owns the dark. Let me explain that. Some people own the dark. Some people own the lower energy. Okay, they're there. They're there. They own it. Okay, they always down. Debbie Downer, things always bad. It's always negative. You know, it's just the world is horrible. You know, they own the dark. They own the dark side. They don't know, they can't enter the light side. They haven't allowed themselves to embrace or understand the light side to enter it, right? But as I was saying earlier, you need both, remember? Now, you have some who own the light. Those who own the light, those are the ones who have like deemed to find that their purpose has been to help those in the dark get out of the dark. So they own the light. They're the ones who just focus on the good things that are going on, the positive. They feed you hope. They help the people in the dark have a sense of shade. They turn a lamp on for them daily. Okay. But then you have people who don't own the light nor the dark. And they choose to visit both. Because they don't want to be under contract with the responsibility, because those who own the light, who own the love and light, they're under contract, so they can only move a certain way. The algorithm owns them, okay? The algorithm of life. Then those in the dark, they've allowed themselves to be there, so the algorithm owns them. The algorithm of life. But then you have the one who is like, yeah, I'm not going to go under contract. I'm just going to go as a free agent. I'm going to be a freelancer. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's the path for me. That's what I want to do. Okay. Then they come in. Oh. Long story short, your grandfather is saying, if you can, choose to go back and forth between both. Be a free agent. But know that if you're going to be a free agent between both, the responsibilities that come with it, which goes back to the beginning message that we had got. Let me pull it up. It's all up to you at the end of the day. Know that you have to do what is needed to maintain whatever you do decide to do. If you're making a decision, go on and let your grandfather know that, okay? Thank you all for being here. And as always be real. Always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Period. I don't think I have anything else with this one, honey. This was... yeah. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.